4 documents Atiku planning to use to get Tinubu sacked by Supreme Court. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot juicy news updates, please click on the notification bell. The protracted legal dispute between President Bola Tinubu and his primary opponent, Atiku Abubakar, in the 2023 elections in Nigeria is nearing its conclusion. This follows the court order mandating the disclosure of President Tinubu's educational records. A United States District Court in Northern Illinois has directed Chicago State University, CSU, to provide Atiku Abubakar with President Tinubu's academic records. This decision came after the United States Judge Nancy Maldonado adopted all the rulings made by Magistrate Judge Geoffrey Gilbert of the United States District Court. Initially, President Tinubu had contested Magistrate Judge Geoffrey Gilbert's ruling, which required the CSU to promptly release his academic records. President Tinubu argued that the release of these documents, along with disposition, would cause him significant harm as they were considered private and inadmissible in the ongoing legal proceedings against him in Nigeria. However, Atiku Abubakar filed an additional appeal, leading to the judge's subsequent order for the release of a document within 48-hour time frame. The court overrules President Tinubu's objections to Magistrate Judge Gilbert's recommended ruling, and therefore adopt the ruling in full. Mr. Abubakar's application is therefore granted, the judge ruled. Below are the documents sought through his lawyers, according to CBS News Chicago. An example of a CSU diploma issued in 1979, Tinubu's diploma issued in 1979, an example of a CSU diploma that contained the same font, seal, signatures, and wording as Tinubu's diploma issued in June 1979, CSU documents certified and produced by Jama or an Associate General Counsel at CSU at the time. Meanwhile, Atiku also wants his lawyers to dispose CSU officials about the authenticity of Tinubu's academic document. The People Democratic Party presidential candidate plans to transfer the collected evidence to the Supreme Court for use in the ongoing election petition case. The Presidential Election Petition Tribunal (PEPT) has struck out Atiku's petition and upheld the victory of Tinubu in the February 25th election. But Atiku rejected the verdict and asked his lawyers to proceed to the apex court. Now, the thing is, I do not know what is going to happen after this. Nobody knows what is going to happen. It is one thing to actually come out and to say, okay, yes, Tinubu's certificate is not correct. It is not the right thing. It is not what he said it would be. And this is another thing for the Supreme Court to actually come out and say, okay, yes, we can actually say this is true. As in, you can call this truth and the Supreme Court can call it a lie. We have seen it in the previous 3 to 6 months in this country where people will come outside and say this is white, only for the Supreme Court to raise it up and tell us, oh, INEC. So yes, even though the the PDP presidential candidates and the just concluded 2023 presidential elections, even if he has it, it is one thing for him to have it. If it's one thing for we to say, okay, fine, this is actually, this is not what he said he had, and this is another thing for the judiciary, the Supreme Court, to come and tell us, you did not submit it in the appeal court, or this is actually inconsequential. For this country, they don't tell us, say, the white way the things are white. If you carry and go court go tell you, say, na black way then bleach to white. So for that reason, no be white. Okay. Forgery and lying under oath are heinous crimes, especially when it comes to that position. The Supreme Court will not sack President Tinubu. He will remain there for good 4 years, but seeking re-election in 2027 will be difficult. The judgment will mark the rise and fall of Atiku. Tinubu will deal with him in the next 4 years. The presidency will also expose him All of them are birds of the same feathers, including P2B. We have not seen the end of the whole stories. Mark my words. Okay, no problem. Nobody is actually. I don't know for you. I don't know for what's it called, for you people or you guys, but for me, I just what I want, and I know that a lot of us want the same, is for this country to get better. I don't care who does it at this point in time. Even if it's an alien that comes, so far this country gets better, Nigeria people gets better, and this country gets better. And it is not like an eye for an eye. It is not like give me your cap, let me take your head. You know, we just want, for goodness sake, it is not too much to ask. Make this country deal okay, Abi, make it favor everybody, right? Okay, you are proudly saying that Supreme Court will not sack a man using a woman's name and certificate, will not sack a man who forged the signature of a former CSU president. Then our Supreme Court is dead. Oh, you don't know? Have you not been seeing it around? What do you think happened? Okay, fine, let us even leave the Supreme Court out of it. What about INEC? INEC that came outside and told in the presence of the whole world, told us that they are going to use the beavers, invested in the beavers, only to turn around and come and tell us that, oh, they did not say they're going to upload real time. I beg, Oga, see, anything can happen in this country at this point. The justice system in Nigeria is a big shame. They should bury their heads in the mud. The Chicago State University gate opened leads of corruption practices. So disgusting. Amoda must go. Okay. For Nigeria to stand out among Committee of Nations, suspected injustice must be fought against. Many Nigerians, especially from a particular political party, are raining insults on the personality of Atiku Abubakar for searching for the educational records of our president as of today. What I want us to know that those that go for equity must go with clean hands. The former VP has set a pace where others will follow. For me, I praise him for this single action. May God bless Nigeria. I love what you're saying. Those that go to equity must go with clean hands. It is also going to be the same. There's somebody also said that that the Supreme Court is not going to sack Tinubu. That's what they're going to do is going to rule for 4 years, and maybe him coming to to recontest the election 2027 is not going to be possible. But that Atiku will deal with him. I was like, Atiku will deal with Tinubu. Okay. Tinubu will deal with Atiku. I was like, which did the one deal with him? It's been long he left, and sincerely, after this case, I can tell you, if for any reason Atiku did not win, what make you think saying good day for inside this country? You go fly out. Huh. So we all know say these people not the same people. Not the same people them be. You just be like say make you bring out your dog one day one get different color. Does it change them from being a dog? No, they will forever be a dog. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy.